In the first two images, all we did was copy a file we already had into the image. But real images need software installed inside them, a database, a tool, and a runtime. Today, you learn the single instruction that installs software into an image, that is run, R-U-N. And you will watch with your own eyes how every run becomes a new layer, which is the secret behind why some images are tiny and some are bloated monsters. Welcome back to Kingdom, Devops AI Kingdom. This is the image 3 of our 100 Docker images, Zero to Architect series. Today we build the Oracle, an image that installs a tool called figlet, which turns text into big ASCII art letters and then prophesies a random saying every time you run it. It's small and fun, but it teaches the most important build time instructions in Docker, that is run, R-U-N, run. You can see in the banner our GitHub repo, which you can clone. It has all the files needed for our images, all the folders and instructions. And also in the description, you will get a link. Uh, so the plan for our this video, the third image is we are start from tiny alpine and going to install figlet into the image at build time using run and add our own little Oracle script and run it to print a prophecy in giant letters. Let's make a new folder. So we are again in the folder images. If we see pwd, let's see, images folder is already there, and inside images we already have like two folders. We are inside the images folder. If I list the content, so we have two folders for our two images we created earlier, Hello Kingdom and static website. Now we are going to create a third folder which will contain all the files related to our third image. So we are creating make directory -p 003 Oracle. So enter, let's go inside 003 Oracle and list the files. There is nothing inside Oracle folder. So we are creating a small app. For that, we create our script, that is oracle.sh, and I'm pasting the content for our script. So here is details about the content. So RAP is a small shell script that picks one saying at random and pipes it through figlet to make it a big. And uh, so let's see what each line is doing here. So we keep a few so we created a folder and it has few sayings like ship it, uh, cache is king, then we pipe it, logs never lie, then one process, one container, then find new versions. So these are some of the words separated by pipe. Okay, so the whole string is saved in variable saying. Now we again have one more variable called line, in which we are echoing, or like we are taking whatever is in saying, and then we have this tr. What tr does is it turns the pipe into separate lines. So tr and uh, in brackets, like it what this is the separator, and then slash n is like new line. Okay, so uh, tr turns the pipes into a separate line, and then shove hyphen n 1. So what this command do is shove hyphen n 1. It will pick one at a random, and figlet prints it big. Okay, so let me show you separately. Okay, let's create a demo txt. Okay, so shove hyphen n 1. What this does it picks one at a random. Okay, and tr so what this term does is it's tr turns the pipes, that is this pipes, into separate lines. Okay, for example, we have s- from our script. Okay, okay, we have sayings equals to ship it, then pipe, that cache is king, then pipe. So what tr does, it will create wherever we have the pipe, it will create a separate line. So for example, ship it, then cache is king, then logs never lie. So this is what our script is doing. And then we are printing whatever is in the line. Okay. Uh, at random. So let's save this file. Now if you remember from our previous video, we need to give executable permission. Otherwise, Docker will take whatever the permission we have, and it might fail inside the container. So for that, we use chmod plus x for executable into oracle.sh. If you do ls hyphen la, you will see xxs in read, write, and execute. Sorry, user group and others. Everybody has executable permission now. So let's remove demo. Oh, okay, let it be. Uh, let's create a Docker file now for the third image. Docker file. Okay, so it will start I for insert, then from is the first instruction, uh, which image we are using to build, which base image. So that is Alpine 3.20. I told you earlier we will never use like latest in production. Then the second keyword, that is run. I'll come to it later. So apk add hyphen now cache and figlet. I'll explain it later. Then copy command, copy, we are copying oracle.sh from our 03 folder inside the container in the root, oracle.sh. Okay. And then cmd command to run our shell script. So for that is oracle.sh. Okay, let me save it first for that WQ, and let me cat the content of our Docker file. Docker file is always with capital D. Okay, so if you see So this is the keyword we are using, which is very important keyword in Docker. Uh, uh, we are using in third image, that is line to run apk add no cache figlet. The run instruction execute a common at build time. So let's see, uh, run. What run will do is like execute a command at build time. So this is very important. So while the image is being built, and whatever that command changes gets back permanently into the image as a new layer when we run the run command. Okay. So here during the build, Docker run apk add figlet. So when we run this command, run apk add figlet. So what this does is, so during the build process, Docker runs apk add figlet, which downloads and install the figlet program into the image. So when we are creating the image at the runtime, at the build time, it will download and install the figlet, whatever we are going whatever program we are installing, like Python or any other package, whatever we need. Uh, it is going to download and install that program into the image. So here the APK is like Alpine's package manager. Uh, like Alpine's package manager, it's uh, like apt apt-get in Ubuntu or yum on Reddit, same like that. So once the build finishes, Figlet lives inside our image forever. So that is the run command. Now the crucial distinction is that this is a very top interview question. Run versus CMD. Run versus CMD. So run happens at a build time, and once like only once, and its result is saved into the image, and we can use it to install and set things up. CMD happens to run at like runtime. Every time a container starts, and it is the process the container runs. Build time versus runtime. Say it that way, and run builds the image, CMD runs the container. So that is one of the best answers you can come up with. And again, the another flag is no cache, which we used it here. uh, no cache. So no cache flag, that is an architect habit actually. When APK installs something, it normally leaves behind a downloaded package index, junk we don't need. So no cache tells APK not to keep that index. So the layer stays as small as possible. Every megabyte you don't add is a megabyte you don't ship 1,000 times. So that's one of the best developing habit we should use during creating an image. Now let's build the image. For that, Docker build -t is for putting the name for the image, and tag 0.1, and we need a build context to this folder only. So let's make enter. Now watch the output this time. And at the run step, you will actually see APK downloaded and installing the Figlet. That steps like that step takes a real moment, because real work is happening here, and it produces a real chunk layer, unlike other tiny like copy layers from before. Okay, so One second. Now let's try to run our Oracle. For that, Docker run some rm Oracle 0.1 version of our image. One second, what is happening? Oh, hyphen rm will come, not hyphen rm. Okay. Okay. So you see, ch- some random number came from our figlet in a very big size number come. So this is the prophecy, like in giant ASCII letters from Figlet, which we installed ourselves. So if we run it again, you will see some other uh, name will come. Oh, this time logs never lie. You run it again, you will see, oh, cash is king. So you see here we have different names. It will just taking it randomly from this truncate like it is. Uh, let's show the message come ls from la oracle oracle.sh. So if you see the script, there are words shipped, cache is king, log never lies, one process, one container, pin your version, blah blah blah. We have a number of words, and then we whatever we with pipe we are just truncating it into a new line, and hyphen n one will put it like one at a time, and then figlet will whatever it come like that one word come is coming, figlet will show it in very big ASCII letters. Okay, so every time it's a different thing. So here this is the movement that makes run click. So now look at the layers again. We have to check what is happening. So clear for that, for layers, Docker history from our first image, this command oracle 0.1. If we see this, you will see how our image got built one by one. From so we did from bottom up, from the bottom to up, and there is a alpine base. Then look at big layer, a few megabytes created by our run figlet line. That's the installed software. Then our tiny copy layer for the script, a few hundred bytes, and CMD, 0 byte, just megabytes. Now you can see it run in copy at real weight. CMD does not. And every run you write is a layer you ship. So every run we write is a layer we ship. And it actually has some size, but not the CMD command. It does not take much of the size. So architect lesson here is file this away for later images. If you wrote three separate run lines to install three things, you get three layers actually. So pros often combine them into one run with double like ampersand sign. So for example, we can use this way. Hmm, how I will use if I want to use it for like multiple packages. So run, then apk add no cache figlet and apk add no cache call. So it's just a one it's just a one run layer. It will not create two run layers. So it is one of the best practices we should use. Okay, so it's one lean layer instead of like three bloated ones here. Okay, so and we will go deep on slimming image at image 30, like how we can modify our image and make it very slim. But for today, just remember every run is a layer. This is very important. So every run instruction is one layer. This is one of the most important thing. Now we will see lazy docker, what is happening in the background. So lazy docker again. So in lazy docker you will see there is a oracle. So if you see here, like are all the images is there, and when you click on the image you will see what we are like what we when we run docker history command, that all this from the bottom up, you can see it here directly. Okay, so this is one of the best tools we have, and there are no containers running, no volumes right now, but you will see each and every image and how the image has been built from bottom up. So this is one of the cool tool we should always use lazy docker and -q for quit. Now let's put everything into our let's put everything into Git. So for that, let's run git add dot. I want to put everything, and then again git commit with same third image oracle run apk add layer. So what git commit helps is like what this commit contain, like whatever we are pushing to the remote repository, whatever changes we are doing to our code base. So it will give us an idea what this push is for, or uh, what this commit is about. So I have added that and then run git push. Everything got pushed successfully. Now let's wrap up our like third image. It's very basic one, but very important instruction, that is run, which people often use but got confused. They use two or three times. So let's recap on our fingers what we have learned. So we have learned about run instruction and the instruction that runs a command at build time and bake the result into the image as a layer. You learned APK, that's Alpine's package manager, and also the no cache flag. That's the habit to keep layers lean. You learn the big distinction, that is run is a build time and sets things up. CMD is a runtime and is the container process. And with Docker history, you saw that run and copy makes real layers, while CMD is just a metadata. This is image 3 of 100. Now the interview movement for this particular lecture. So they will ask what's the difference between run and CMD. You just say run execute at image build time, and it changes are saved as a layer in the image. That's how you install software. CMD defines the default command that runs at a container start time, and there's only one effective CMD. Build time setup versus runtime process, clean and senior. Your homework, add a like second tool in the same run line using double ampersand sign, like try figlet and Calso or figlet and python if it's available, or another tool. and rebuild it and run Docker history to watch how the layers are changing so that you will understand how Docker images are creating. Then comment run with a crown when your Oracle speaks. So next video, that is image 4, we will create a Python greeter. We settle the famous CMD versus entry point confusion once and for all. And you will learn how to pass arguments to a container at runtime. Subscribe, join the kingdom, and remember, don't be same, be better always.